Hi guys, it's Miss Maya from the Green Free Library, here to share another story time with you. How's everybody? Good, I hope. I'm good, but I miss seeing everybody. I want to say hi again to my storytime friends, Anna and Peter, and Kate and Andrew, Ella, Lydia, Quinn, Sari, and Parker, and hi to Stanley and Henry, and baby Charlie, and hi to all the other children who come to the library for story time. And welcome to everyone else who's watching. I think we should shake our sillies out today. Are you ready? Show me some really good shaking, okay? Here we go. Gonna shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Let's see you clap, 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 clap my crazies out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump high, jump, jump, jump my jiggles out and wiggle my waggles away. Gonna yawn, 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 my sleepies out. Yawn, 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 my sleepies out. Yawn, 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 my sleepies out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. And wiggle my waggles away. Good job, guys. All right. Why don't we sit down and you show me your hands like this. Ready? Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Lay them in your lap. Very good. We're in a new month now. Does anybody know the name of the month? Starts with the letter J. June, that's right. And later this month is when summer officially starts, and we'll be talking about summer things in the coming weeks. Today, though, I'd like to talk some more about shapes and to teach you a song about them. So we have our board here that we made where we put our shapes on it. So, does anybody remember what the shape that's round is called? You see it? There it is. That's a circle. Right. How about the shape that has four sides that are all the same size? Do you remember what that's called? There it is. It's a square. Right. How about another shape that also has four sides, but they're not the same size? Do you remember what that one's called? Starts with an R. Rectangle. There it is. Very good. How about this shape? What's this shape? It's got what? How many sides? 1, 2, 3. It's a triangle. Very good. All right. The song I want to teach you today is about shapes. And I found this song on a website called childhood101.com. And it didn't have a verse about a rectangle, so I made it up. And I'm going to have to use my paper because I'm just learning this song too. So are you ready? And for you adults out there, it's sung to the tune of My Darling Clementine, if you remember that. And it goes like this. You need your finger to draw. Ready? Make a circle, draw it high up in the sky. Use your finger, just one finger, make it round as pie. Very good. Make a square, make the lines nice and straight. Make a square, maybe 1 or maybe 8. Make a rectangle, it's almost like a square. Make 2 long lines and 2 short lines, draw a big one if you dare. How big of a rectangle can you make? Let me see. Put your fingers together and then go way out and down and back. Oh, that's a big rectangle. We have one more shape left to sing about. What one didn't we do yet? The one with 3 sides. Triangle, right. Make a triangle, always starting at the top. Make a tent shape for a triangle, use 3 lines, and then you stop. Very good. Thanks, guys, for singing with me. Our story today isn't about shapes. It's about a mouse that wants to go to the moon because he thinks it's made of green cheese. And it's called Willie the Mouse Goes on a Journey to the Moon by Alta Tabor. And this story is part of Project Gutenberg. And I'm reading it to you today off my Kindle. You ready? Willie Mouse had often heard his ma and pa say that the moon was made of green cheese, and one evening he thought he would see if he could find it. He packed up a piece of cheese and a crust of bread, and taking his lantern, set out on his travels. There he goes. He's got his little backpack with his cheese in it. He had not gone far when he met his friend Mr. Woodmouse, who asked him where he was going. "Oh," said Willie, "I'm going to find the moon. It's made of green cheese, you know." "I don't believe it's made of green cheese at all," said Mr. Woodmouse. But Willie wouldn't listen to him and went on his way. Coming round by Clover Green, whom should he meet but Miss Jenny Wren, looking very gay in her yellow bonnet. Can you see the wren in her bonnet? There she is. "Where are you off to?" she asked. "I'm on my way to find the moon." "The moon!" cried Miss Wren. "You'll never reach it." "If I flew ever so high one evening, and I didn't seem to get any nearer." "Well," said Willie, "why should it be made of green cheese if you can't reach it?" And on he went. Presently he came up to a wood, and looking up, he saw Mr. Squirrel jumping from branch to branch. There's Mr. Squirrel. He's in the tree. "Good afternoon," he said. "You do seem high up. Surely you can tell me the way to the moon. It's made of green cheese, you know." "I don't think it's made of green cheese. Why shouldn't it be made of nuts?" "How ignorant everybody is," said Willie Mouse to himself. So he went once more until he came to a little hole in the ground, and being very curious, he peeped inside. Can you see? And there sat Mrs. Mole, who came out when she saw him. "Do you live down there?" said Willie politely. "Yes," replied Mrs. Mole. "Then I'm afraid you can't tell me how to get to the moon. It's made of green cheese, you know. Ma says so." "Nonsense, my child. Don't waste your time looking for the moon. Keep your eyes open for worms." Willie said goodbye to Mrs. Mole. Then he sat down and opened his parcel because it was getting late. There he is, sitting down. He thought he'd better have some dinner. "I may not reach the moon yet a while," he thought, "so I'd better save a little piece of cheese for supper." After dinner he fell asleep, and on waking he found that it was quite dark. There he is, sleeping under the tree. He looked up, and there was the moon right high up in the sky. "Oh, Mr. Moon," he cried, "you do seem a long way away. I think it would be much easier for you to come down here than for me to get up there." But Mr. Moon stayed where he was. Looking up, Willie Mouse saw two big eyes gleaming in the dark. They belonged to Mrs. Owl. There she is, Mrs. Owl. Willie was only a little mouse, and he didn't know that Mrs. Owl had a special liking for little mice. "Please, Mrs. Owl," said he, "how can I get to the moon?" Down flew Mrs. Owl. "This is the way to the moon," she said, and she caught him up in her beak and carried him back to the owl house where she lived. Here she's taking him way up in the tree because that's where owls live. When Willie Mouse saw all the owlets, those are baby owls, with their beaks gaping open, he began to be frightened, for he feared that Mrs. Owl was going to eat him. But he didn't know that a good green elf who lived in the trunk of the tree was near at hand, and just as Mrs. Owl opened her beak, the leaves rustled, and there stood Mr. Elf, who jumped to the ground with Willie on his back. When the good green elf had shown him the way home, He thought he would ask him if the moon was really made of green cheese, but all of a sudden Mr. Elf disappeared. And Willie Mouse still thinks that one day he will find the moon and have enough cheese to last him all his life. There's the green elf going away. He saved Willie, didn't he? But he will wait until he is a little older and bigger before he tries to jump to the moon. And perhaps by that time he may be wiser too. So Willie Mouse didn't get to the moon, did he? Oh well. So for our project today, I thought we would make a Willie Mouse on the moon. So what you're going to need is some paper and something to draw with and scissors for cutting, but remember to have an adult help you with the cutting part. And you'll need some glue or a glue stick. And you also need a piece of string. Now, what shapes do you think we're going to need to make our mouse? Because we're going to make them out of shapes. Who said circles? Yeah, that's right. And we're also going to need a triangle, all right? So I found some things around the house that I could use for shapes for tracing, so maybe you can find some too at your house. And there's the triangle, and that made the body of Willie Mouse. And then I used circles for the ears and the eyes and the nose. And I colored some of my circles, like I made the circles for his eyes black and his nose pink. I didn't color my ears, but you can make them any color you want. And I happen to have brown paper for Willie's body and head. But if you have plain paper, that's okay, and you can color it. Maybe you'd like to make Willie gray. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. Then I cut a little piece of string for his tail, and I glued everything together. So I made Willie. Now, I thought maybe Willie should have a piece of cheese too, because he had it in his story. Now, what shape do you think the cheese should be? Can you tell what that is? Has 4 sides, and they're the same size as a square. That's right. And I colored it yellow, and it put some little circles on it. Maybe it's Swiss cheese. Then I decided I needed a moon, because there was a moon in the story. Now, what shape should the moon be? If it's a full moon, it would be a circle like this. So, now, Willie didn't actually make it to the moon, did he? He was trying to get there. So maybe I'll take my glue stick, and I'm going to glue my circle to another piece of paper, like this. And then, since Willie didn't make it to the moon, I think I'll glue him down here, so he's on his way. Maybe someday he'll get there. And then I'm going to glue the cheese next to Willie, because he took some cheese with him. All right? And there we have our mouse and the moon. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you had fun and enjoyed the stories and the new song. And you be safe at home. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.